Hello everybody, welcome back. This week the video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be talking about our garden for 2026.
Hi, I'm Mari. I moved from Florida to Alaska, and this is going to be my 4th year gardening here in Alaska. Before I share everything that I have here that I've been collecting in the past couple of weeks, garden season is just around the corner, and I've been wanting to start certain things now. Let me give you a little bit of the history of me gardening. I never grow anything in 25 years that I live in Florida, nothing. I mean, and don't even give me a plant because it will be like, when I moved to Washington, one year I planted some zinnias and sunflowers, and they did so good. I was so proud of myself that grow flowers. I also grow in containers kales and basil, 3 different kinds of basils, and they were so beautiful. I grow tomatoes, but one night a porcupine came and ate everything, tomatoes, and left the kale and the basil. So yeah, it was beautiful. And then when I got here, the people who owned this place before us, they had a garden. Thank God the garden's there. And what we did is we tilled the first year, and I grow knowing almost nothing. And I have probably the best year that year when I didn't fertilize, I didn't do anything. The soil was there because the people who live here didn't use the garden for a couple of years before they left. So that's all I did, and I have the best zucchinis, squash, the best cabbages. They were huge. So it was so cool. The past 2 years I've been putting a lot more effort, thinking that I'm doing the right thing, but for some reason the past 2 years things are just not doing like I want to, and I've been putting so much work into it. But here we go again. Last year there were some times when I was like, I'm not doing it next year, I'm gonna take a break, but you know what, it's not gonna happen. I'm ready, and I'm gonna share with you here some things that I got just to start because I get so excited, and I'm gonna share with you. By the way, I have a bunch of cats around me, so if you hear a lot of noise, I have to record this already like 3 times because they jump on the boxes, they start, anyway. Let's start here. This year, I wanted to try something that I learned a little bit last year, but I guess it's been very popular for the past couple of years. And it's called the snail seed growing method, something like that. Well, you roll something like this. This is bubble wrap. Now, I do have certain bubble wrap, but honestly, it's cut like small pieces. So I got one just to try. But also people use things like these papers. I kind of don't like paper because the roots can get kind of stick to it. Also, they use this kind of stuff, like bags where, you know, your animal's bag of food. So I'm going to try to use that. I got a couple from Cali, by the way. Sam is still in Virginia, and she's doing good over it. Cali right now is in class with her siblings. It's a weekday. They get together sometimes, and she's just growing so fast. And also people use things like this, like, you know, packages. People use a lot of materials, whatever you have. Some people even use fabrics, denim. I think something that has a little bit more fiber, maybe the roots can get stuck, but I am really excited to try some with the bubble wrap. I have in the shop some more of this material, but I don't think I have a lot because I use most of it I use this stuff to put between like plates and pots and things like that I don't use that often. But that's going to be one thing new this year. It will save me probably a lot of space. Every year I get more trays, I get more lights, I get more, you know, the racks, but they are so expensive. And this year I don't want to spend that much money and things like that, because I want to build a small greenhouse. Next, a cat. Hey, darling. This is Benji, and he's 16. Things that I've got from the store. I got a few of these blocks. These are starting seed mix. I'm gonna try different things this year. Every year I try different, and maybe something will work better. I have a huge bag of soil outside. It's like huge. And then I got a small bag for, it was more pricey, that small bag, for plants that I have indoors that I gotta switch some. So then I got a few of those blocks. Let me see. That's from Walmart. Also at Walmart, I got some of these seed trays. I never seen this one in Walmart before. They seem better quality than the little ones that you get there, and they're tall, so they will be super nice. I got 4 of them. This year, I want to focus on certain flowers. I got some new seeds for snapdragons, and I would love to grow some beautiful snapdragons. I have some in the past, but they are all small, and they're cute, but I want big ones that I can cut and put like on vases for flower arrangements. So I got 4 of those, so I believe 1 will be for snapdragons. I have here in Alaska, the area that I live is called the Matsu Valley. We don't get super hot in the summer. I mean, we never do. Like areas like Fairbanks, oh my goodness, they have like the perfect heat in the summer to grow a lot, and they get even more light. Here, we just never get hot for like zinnias, so they don't do that good. Last year, they were so beautiful indoor, the plants, and then all of a sudden outside, within 2 weeks, they all looked like they were gonna die. And I was so disappointed because I put so much work and so much space. I had like 3 trays with zinnias, and that's a lot of space, and just for nothing. So I'm gonna give it a try, but I'm only gonna grow a certain amount. I'm just not gonna grow 200 zinnias, none of that. I don't know. If anybody who lives in Alaska grow beautiful zinnias, let me know, because I may be doing something wrong. From Amazon, I ordered a couple of bags of perlite. I know that some of my flowers, for example, the baskets, the petunias that I put in the garden last year, they needed more like perlite. So there's some flower pots that I want to be able to add more. So I got a few bags of the perlite. Here I have, I got some of these starting seed. These are from Walmart. I got a few bags. I have a couple bags there too. I don't know why I brought everything in. I should have brought just 1 bag. And I use that, and I mix different things. From Amazon too, I got some worm casting. I have another bag that I used last year. I think I finished that bag. I don't know if I have any extra. It was probably bigger, I believe. I got also some vermiculite. I do have leftover from last year, and I probably gonna need a little bit more than that. We'll see. Also from Amazon, I got 10 bags, and they are 10 gallons. 2 years ago, I got 10 bags that were 5 gallons, and those are the ones that I grow my tomatoes, I grow my peppers, and they did really good this year. Now, I don't have a greenhouse, and last year I kind of create something under my patio, and I have tomatoes, peppers, and they did good. They did really good, but it was such a tiny space, and I had to like cover them with plastic and uncover it, and it didn't cost me nothing because I have the plastic already, and I put the racks that I use to grow my seeds. I put one in one side, the other one, and then I wrap everything around, you know, and then in the shelves I put certain plants, and then in the center I put all my tomatoes and peppers. And like I said, I got quite a bit of tomatoes and some really nice banana peppers. I got some jalapenos, I got cayenne, but I want to like triple the amount. I want to do way more so I can preserve more of those things. That's the plan. The plan will be this year just to create some kind of small greenhouse that it doesn't look like the wind is going to take it, but it still would be nice, and something that maybe it can grow in the future. We'll see. That's a project that is gonna come up maybe around May. By the way, the cats are all around me, and I have to stop all the time because there's 4 here. Let's talk about seeds. This year, I ordered from a company that he's a YouTuber, and it is called MIgardener. Actually, I didn't know that he had a channel, and because last year I was looking at reviews because I was looking seeds and things, and I came out with somebody talking about seeds from this place. I went to the website, saw the reviews and everything, but guess what? It was in January when I saw that. And by the time I went online and tried to place an order, almost everything that I wanted was sold out. So this year is like, no, you have to order some of these seeds before. So around Thanksgiving, I knew last year, I had in my notes for this year that I know around Thanksgiving, they have a sale. They have, you most likely are gonna get everything that you want because you're still kind of early. Around Thanksgiving weekend, I place an order. And look at this, there's a bunch of them. And I got 1 page, 3 pages. And I focus a lot on like, some seeds here, I already have them. But since last year and the previous year, I just didn't have luck. But since I didn't have the best luck, like my cabbages, so I ordered some new ones. Maybe my seeds are getting old. I don't know. I heard people that they use seeds all years old and they have no problem. So, and And I also went to, every time I go to the store and I walk by the seeds, I got a few more. So the cats are going to stay here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just move the camera, go somewhere else where they don't bother me. And then I'm going to show you all the seeds that I got. Let's start with some seeds that I got at the store. I got these peas, which I'm looking forward this year. I think I grow snow peas, but they just grow so tiny. I got these dahlias. I grew them last year, and they are super pretty. They grow really fast. This one I haven't tried, but I love sweet peas. That's something that I'm gonna grow every year because they're just beautiful here. They like the weather, and they grow literally until it's like too cold. And these ones I did grow for the past 4 years, and they do really, really good. And last one I just don't want to show you my nails because they look so bad right now. And I got these kind of pansies. I love pansies because I use them with salads and things like that. During, you know, like the summer, I use them for like, what's the thing that I like to make? Spring rolls. I put them in ice cubes. And I do have quite a bit of pansies. They grow here in the property, and also seeds that I brought from Washington. But I think these are going to be a new addition. Actually, that kitty, his nickname is Sweepy. Sweepy! Sweepy! I'm gonna go through the seeds. I'm just gonna show you. I'm probably not gonna mention the names because you can read them. And I just went and picked things that I would like to try. I read some of the instructions, and I think they will work for us here. Like I said, here in Alaska, we can get a little more cold summer. And I'm trying to get a better presentation so you can see everything. But my friend over here is gonna have to get out of here because he is obsessed with the seeds. No, sir. Yeah, I can't do it with him here. These are the tomatoes that I got, and you can see their names. Oh my goodness, I would love to have those. And that one. And that one too. These are the beets and radish. I would love to grow tons of beets because like I take a little glass every morning, beet powder. I would love to just eat it. So doesn't this one look cool? Here's the kale, the lettuce, and arugula and spinach. Now, those lettuce are super pretty. I do grow 2 different kinds of kale, but that's more like a really red kale, and I thought it was gonna be nice. Arugula, I grow, and it's starting to do really good, and it bolt in like no time. Same thing happened with the spinach in the past 2 years. They just bolt. These ones, I read that they're slow bolts, and they are more they grow better when it's a little bit cooler weather, so we'll see. The first year that I was here, I grew a lot of spinach. It did so good. And again, the year that I didn't do anything and I was completely clueless. We got 2 different kinds of cabbage, Brussels sprouts, which again, I should start them now because they just don't get enough time. Broccoli, 2 kinds, and the bunching onions. Super excited about that cabbage because what I read and saw that they can grow huge, and I cannot wait. And one of my goals this year is to be able to do a lot of sauerkraut like I did the first year. Peas, beans, more beans, onions, squash, and corn. The corn looks amazing, and I read that it's really good and people love it, so I'm gonna give it a try. If you're here in Alaska and you can grow corn, that's like a badge of honor. They were small. If I find the pictures, I'll show you, but they were super tasty. Last year, I grew banana peppers for the first time. I saved some of the seeds. They did really good, and I want to try more because I would like to can even more of those. It was the first time that I even canned them, and they turned out pretty good. I kind of did them a little bit longer than I should in the bath water, but it's okay. And these ones are going to be new for the first time. And jalapenos, I think I have the plants, but I don't think I grow them. I can't remember, but these are going to be new for this year. Cilantro, catnip, spearmint, borage, chicory, anise, and scentworth. A lot of this stuff I have never grown. I'm gonna see, it's gonna be new here. I mean, I do grow cilantro here.
That's okay. I wish I can have more, but some of the other ones I got just for like medicine purpose. I would love to save some of the stuff and be able to use it all year round. Let me know if you grow any of these ones. Any idea how good they do, if they like the weather over here? As far as I know, they do, and we'll give it a try this year. You know that I absolutely love flowers, but this year I know that I have to focus more. Well, I'm lying. I'm gonna focus on both. I got bachelor buttons, and I do have lots of seeds that I collect every year, and they keep coming back also in some areas, in some pots. And but I like because this one has a couple of colors that I don't have, like this little dark one and that one. I don't have those colors, so that's what I'm ordered this package to have more. And actually I'm gonna grow way more this year. Poppies, they do really good here. Actually, if you put them in areas, they'll be able to come back. The problem that I have is around the house, everything's kind of rocky. But I'm gonna try those this year. They look so beautiful. And I got calendula, which I tried for the first time last year. Now I'm gonna tell you, I saved those to use for skincare and products. And I saved some of the seeds from last year, and I'm hoping that they come back, some plants that I put in the garden. And I ordered a bag from this place just to try different ones, and of course the sunflowers. And these are the ones that they grow more than once, and I love those because they just keep blooming and blooming, and they look super nice, and I can cut some and they keep growing back. So I love those. Snapdragons, because I mentioned that I want to grow these ones. They're tall, and the ones that I have a lot of seeds, which they grow pretty well here, and they can hold the cold weather, but they're just very small. They're like 10-12 inches, and I would like to grow tall ones that I can, like I said, cut for bouquets. Dahlias, you know that I learned when I was here that you have to grab the tubers and save them. The first year that I grew them here, I didn't know, so last year I figured it out. Straw flowers, I do grow it. They grow really nice here. Another flower that it doesn't mind the cold. And I got, look at that, purple and white. So I have a whole variety of colors that I grow here, and I have a lot of seeds, but I'm gonna try those too. And this black velvet nasturtium, I can't pronounce that real well. I have seeds, and I keep collecting my seed here. And actually, when I went to the fair a few years ago, I collect some seeds over there. When I went to the airport, a small airport on Anchorage, they have a bunch of seeds, and I brought them too, and they grow really good. I'm hoping I can grow these ones too, and they are super good to grow, you know, next to your veggies and things like that in the garden, and for flowers, like in your hanging baskets and anywhere. Are you been behaving? Thank you. Sweepy. I don't want to activate him again. Look at how it's so tight. Sweepy. Now he's mad at me. Valentine's Day is Saturday. Today is Thursday, and I'm gonna make, oh, oven is ready. I'm making some cookies, sugar cookies. And then maybe I'm gonna make some chocolate cookies too. And maybe Rice Krispie treats. Say that 3 times in a row. This is the recipe of the chocolate chip cookies, and like you see, I got this recipe from somebody in Alaska on 2003 when I came to visit for the first time. So I have a messy counter here. I usually only add chocolate chip, but because it's Valentine's Day, I put the M&Ms with the pink and red. These ones right here are ready to go in the oven. And over here, I have some sugar cookies. Look, I messed up that one. And I have a bunch over here. I think instead of finishing tomorrow, I may have to do them today because they need like a whole day to dry. I think I'm gonna have to do that tonight. I made a little mistake and put a little extra butter on the cookies. So in the second batch, I fixed that. See, these ones are too flat, but they still taste very good. The Valentine's Day cookies. Those are the sugar cookies. There's a couple there that are not to give away. That one, they broke the tip, and that one is just. And then right here, I have the other ones. They're gonna stay in this room, which is like a fridge all night. Friday morning and I'm making that rice crispy treats. I have a small recipe, a small batch, so I'm gonna make this one 4 times and I put it on the description. I hope I remember. I have the marshmallows already. The butter was first with a little bit of vanilla, and now the marshmallows are gonna be melting. They're almost ready, and now I'm gonna add the cereal and I'm gonna just mix it gentle, not too hard. And then when they are almost ready, I like to add extra marshmallows, and also I add the sprinkles at the same time too. Here I'm gonna wear a glove and I sprayed a little bit of cooking spray, and then you're gonna mold it as much as you want. But if it becomes a little more difficult, you can always actually by the way, I put more sprinkles on top. You can always grab a little piece of plastic wrap and then the rolling pin and just compact it real good so it's all uniform, and that's what I ended up doing. And while this is cooling, I'm finishing the video. I will do a short later on so you can see the final result. Here's the moose saying hi just now. Thank you guys for stopping by this week. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next one. Bye!